Welcome back to the channel. Today, I'm going to talk about the entry list of the 24 Hours of Spa-Francorchamps, which will be the second round of GT World Challenge Europe Endurance Cup and also the third round of Intercontinental GT Challenge in 2024. There will be 67 cars competing among 5 classes. So who are all the drivers competing at the 100th anniversary of the 24 Hours of Spa-Francorchamps? So let's discover them now. Number 1, Bronze Cup. There will be 21 cars confirmed for the Bronze Cup in the 24 Hours of Spa-Francorchamps. So let's discover all of them. The first team in this list is Optimum Motorsports, which will have 2 cars McLaren 720S GT3 Evo. First with the number 5, which will have Sean Balfe, Ben Barnicoat, Sam Neary and Ruben Del Sart as the drivers. And in its sister car number 27, Mark Ratcliffe, Ollie Milroy, Fran Rueda and Rob Bell will be the drivers. The second team in this list is Kessel Racing with 2 cars Ferrari 296 GT3. First the car number 8, which drivers will be Nicolo Rossi, Nicolo Schiro, Davide Romanelli and Daniel Di Amato. And in its sister car number 74, John Harshorn, Chandler Hull, Ben Tuck and Philip Keane will be the drivers. The fifth car confirmed is number 11 Comtoyu Racing with an Aston Martin Vantage AMR GT3 Evo car. The drivers confirmed are John de Wilde, Kobe Powells, Job van Utrecht, and Dante Rappange. The sixth entry confirmed in the Bronze Cup class is the number 30 OQ by Oman Racing, which will use a BMW M4 GT3 car. The drivers will be Ahmad Al-Hardy, Sam DeHaan, Jens Klingman and Callan Williams. The seventh entry is the Walkenhorst Motorsport number 36 with an Aston Martin Vantage AMR GT3 Evo. Its driver lineup will be Tim Creswick, Mex Jensen, Ben Green and Bijoy Garg. The eighth entry is the car number 52 AF course with a Ferrari 296 GT3 car. Louis Machiels, Jeff Machiels, Andrea Bertolini and Tommaso Mosca will be the drivers. The ninth entry is Dynamic GT number 64 with a Porsche 911 GT3 car. Philip Sager, Marvin Dienst, Guilherme de Oliveira and Christopher Zockling are the confirmed drivers. The 10th entry is the number 66 Tresor Attempto Racing with an Audi R8 LMS GT3 Evo 2 car. Andre Mukavaz, Dylan Pereira, Max Hofer and Alexei Nesev will be the drivers. The next team is Barwell Motorsport, which will be operating 2 cars Lamborghini Huracan GT3 Evo 2. First the number 72 with Gabriel Rindone, Casper Stevenson, Patrick Kujala and Mattia Michelotto as the drivers. And in its sister car number 78, Till Bechtelsheimer, Antoine Doken, Sandy Mitchell and Ricky Collard are the drivers. The 13th entry confirmed is the number 80 Lion Speed Herbert with a Porsche 911 GT3 car. And Terry's O, Alessio Picariello, Martin Rump and Alexander Fash are the drivers. The 15th entry is the number 91 Herbert Motorsports with a Porsche 911 car. Ralph Bone, Robert Renoyer, Morris Schring and Alfred Renoyer are the drivers. The next one is Iron Dames number 83, which will have a full female lineup. Sarah Bovey, Rahel Fry and Michelle Gadding are the drivers. The 16th entry is the number 93 Sky Tempesta Racing with a Ferrari 296 GT3 car. Christopher Froggatt, Jonathan Hui, Eddie Cheever and Lilo Wadu are the drivers. The 17th entry is the number 97 Rutronic Racing with a Porsche 911 GT3 car. The drivers are Dustin Blattner, Dennis Marshall, Loke Hartog and Zachary Robichon. The next team is Garage 59 with 2 McLaren 720S GT3 Evo cars. First with the number 158. The drivers are Mark Sansom, Christopher Sockold, Nikolai Kjergaard and James Balwin. And in its sister car number 188, Miguel Ramos, Louis Pritt, Adam Smalley and Marvin Kirchhofer are the drivers. The penultimate team in this list is the number 333 Rinaldi Racing with a Ferrari 296 GT3 car. Christian Hook, Felipe Fernandez Laser, David Pearl and Fabrizio Crestani are the drivers. And finally the last team in the Bronze Cup entry list is the number 991 Century Motorsport with a BMW M4 GT3 car. The drivers confirmed are Darren Leung, Toby Sowery, Connor De Filippi and Pedro Ibrahim. Number 2, Silver Cup. There will be 10 cars confirmed for the Silver Cup at the 24 Hours of Spa-Francorchamps. So let's discover the lineup. Beginning with the Get Speed team number 3, which will be using a Mercedes-AMG GT3 Evo car. The drivers are Anthony Bartoni, James Kell, Yannick Mettler and Aaron Walker. The second team is Boutsen VDS number 10, also with a Mercedes-AMG GT3 Evo car. The drivers are Aurelien Pani, Cesar Fazot, Roi Mayuas and Sebastian Baud. The third team in the Silver Cup is Comtoyu Racing number 12 with an Aston Martin Vantage AMR GT3 Evo. Nicolas Bayert, Esteban Muth, Sebastian Ogard and Erwin Bastard are the drivers. And in its sister car number 21, the drivers will be Charles Clark, Sam de Jong, Matisse Leesmont and Xavier Mawson. The fifth car is the number 19 GRT Grasser Racing Team with a Lamborghini Huracan GT3 Evo 2. The drivers are Matteo Lorena, Hugo Cook, Haytham Caragiuli, and Baptiste Moulin. The sixth confirmed entry is number 26 Saint-Aloc Racing with an Audi R8 LMS GT3 Evo 2. The drivers are Ivan Klemenko, Albin Veruti, Gilles Stadsbader and Marcus Pavarud. The seventh entry is the number 35 Walkenhorst Motorsport with an Aston Martin Vantage AMR GT3 Evo. The drivers will be Romain Leroux, Lorcan Hannafin and Maxime Robun. Dynamic GT number 55 is the eighth entry confirmed in the Silver Cup and will use a Porsche 911 GT3 car. Theo Nuet, Jop Rapange, Marius Nacken and Axel Blom are the drivers. The penultimate car in the Silver Cup is number 57 Winward Racing with a Mercedes AMG GT3 Evo car. Tanart Sathian Thirikal, Colin Kersani, Don Arrow are the drivers. And finally the last team in the Silver Cup lineup is the Mad Panda Motorsport number 90 with also a Mercedes AMG car. The drivers are Ezekiel Perez Kumpank, Patrick Assenheimer, Carol Bass, Alain Valente. Number 3, Gold Cup. There will be 6 cars confirmed for the Gold Cup at the 24 Hours of Spa-Francorchamps. So let's discover the lineup. First let's begin with Saint-Aloc number 25. An Audi R8 LMS GT3 2 will be used and the drivers are Paul Everard, Gilles Magnus, Jim Pla and Hugo de Wilde. The second car in the Gold Cup is number 62 C's Motorsport with a Mercedes AMG GT3 Evo. The drivers confirmed are Issa Al Khalifa, Martin Kodrick, Lewis Williamson and Frank Bird. The third entry is the number 77 Haupt Racing Team also with a Mercedes car. Arjun Maini, Jusuf Oega and Michel Beretta are the drivers. The fourth entry confirmed is the number 88 Tresor Attempto Racing. An Audi R8 LMS GT3 Evo 2 car will be used. The drivers are Lorenzo Ferrari, Lorenzo Petrezza, Leonardo Mancini and Glenn Van Berlo. The penultimate team in the Gold Cup is number 111 CSA Racing also with an Audi car. Arthur Rugier, Romain Carton, Adam Edeke and Stephen Pallett are the drivers. And the last entry in the Gold Cup is the number 777 Almana Racing by Get Speed with a Mercedes car. The drivers are Al Faisal Al Zubair, Dominic Baumann, Michael Granier and Philip Ellis. Number 4, Pro AM Cup. There will be 6 cars confirmed for the Pro AM Cup at the 24 Hours of Spa-Francorchamps. So let's discover the lineup. So first of all let's start with the CrowdStrike by Riley number 4. A Mercedes AMG GT3 Evo car will be used. The drivers confirmed are George Kurtz, Ian James, Colin Braun and Nicky Katzberg. The second entry is Uno Racing with Landgraf number 16. A Mercedes car will also be used by them. The drivers are Rio, David Pun, Kevin Say and Indy Donch. The third team in the Pro AM class is the number 38 Haas RT with an Audi R8 LMS GT3 Evo 2 car. Julius Adamovicius, Olivier Bertels, Armand Fumel and Brad Schumacher are the drivers. The fourth team in the Pro AM class is the number 61 EBM with a Porsche GT3 car. Adrian Silva, Brendan Leach and the team owner Earl Bamber are the drivers. The penultimate entry is the number 100 team RJN with a McLaren 720S GT3 Evo car. The drivers are Alex Buncombe, Chris Buncombe, Jan Martinborough and Josh K. Gill. And the last entry in this class is the number 888 888 JMR with a Mercedes AMG GT3 Evo car. The drivers are Alex Sims, Prince Jeffrey Ibrahim, Jordan Love and Martin Conrad. Number 5, Pro Cup. There will be 24 cars confirmed for the Pro Cup at the 24 Hours of Spa-Francorchamps and promises to be very competitive with a high level of drivers. So let's discover the lineup now. The first entry is the number 2 MAMG team Get Speed with a Mercedes AMG GT3 Evo car. The drivers confirmed are Jules Gaunon, Fabian Schiller and Luca Stoltz. The second entry is the number 7 Comtoyu Racing with an Aston Martin Vantage AMR GT3 Evo car. The AMR factory drivers Mattia Drudi, Nicky Team and Marco Sorensen will be there. The third entry is the number 9 Boutsen VDS which will be using a Mercedes AMG GT3 Evo car. The drivers confirmed are Max Getz, Thomas Drouet and Adam Christodoulou. The fourth entry in this class is the number 22 Schumacher CLRT with a Porsche 911 GT3 car. The drivers are Dorian Bacalacci, Ajan Guven and Lauren Heinrich. The fifth confirmed team is number 23 Fathom Global Racing, which will also use a Porsche car. Joel Eriksson, Jackson Evans and Thomas Preining are the drivers confirmed in this lineup. The sixth team is Haas RT number 28 with an Audi R8 LMS GT3 Evo 2. Dennis Lind, Jen Halen and Simon Gachet are the drivers. The next team is WRT with two BMW M4 GT3 cars. First the number 32, which will have Sheldon van der Linde, Dries Vanthoor and Charles Weerts. And in its sister car number 46, the drivers are Rafael Martiello, Maxime Martin and Valentino Rossi. The ninth car confirmed in the Pro class is 34 Walkenhorst Motorsport with an Aston Martin Vantage AMR GT3 Evo car. David Pittard, Enrique Chavez and Ross Gunn will be there. The 10th team confirmed is number 48 Mercedes AMG Team Manfilter. The drivers will be Lucas Auer, Maren Engel and Daniel Morad. The next team confirmed AF Corse Francorchamps Motors, which will have two cars Ferrari 296 GT3. First with the number 51, which will have Alessandro Pierguidi, Alessio Rovera and Davide Rigan. And in its sister car number 71, the drivers are Thomas Neubauer, Vincent Abril and Davide Vidalas. The 13th entry confirmed is number 63 Iron Lynx with a Lamborghini Huracan GT3 Evo 2 car. The drivers will be Andrea Caldarelli, Matteo Caroli and Mirko Bortolotti. The 14th entry will be 64 Proton Competition, which will use the only Mustang GT3 car in this race. Christopher Mies, Dennis Olsen and Frederick Vervish will be the drivers. The 15th entry is number 92 SSR Herbert with a Porsche 911 GT3 car. This team will have three Porsche Hypercar factory drivers: Fred Makowiecki, Matthew Jaminet and Matt Campbell. The 16th car confirmed is the number 96 Rutronic Racing, also with a Porsche 911 GT3 car. The drivers will be Julian Anlauer, Sven Muller and Patrick Niederhauser. The next team will be Rowe Racing with two cars BMW M4 GT3. First with the number 98, which drivers will be Phil Payne, Marco Wittmann and Nick Yellowly. And in its sister car number 998, Augusto Farfus, Dan Harper and Max Hesse will be the drivers. The 19th entry will be the 99 Tresor Attempto Racing with an Audi R8 LMS GT3 Evo 2 car. Ricardo Feller, Christopher Haase and Alex Aka will be the drivers. The 20th entry is the number 130 Mercedes AMG Team Gruppam Racing. The drivers will be Daniel Juncadella, Frederick Vesti and Ralph Aaron. The 21st entry is the number 159 Garage 59 team, which is going to use a McLaren 720S GT3 Evo car. Benjamin Gerda, Tom Gamble and Dean McDonald will be the drivers. The 22nd confirmed car is the number 163 GRT Grasser Racing team with a Lamborghini Huracan GT3 Evo 2 car. Jordan Pepper, Frank Pereira and Marco Mappelli are the drivers. The penultimate entry is the number 911 Pure Racing with a Porsche 911 GT3 car. This car will have the same drivers lineup from the WEC LMGT3 entry with Alex Malikin, Joel Sturm and Klaus Bachler. And finally the last entry, the number 992 Hub Auto Racing, also with a Porsche car. Kevin Esther, Lawrence Vanthoor and Patrick Pilla will be the drivers. So these are all the drivers which will be competing at the 24 Hours of Spa-Francorchamps. So who's gonna win the race next weekend? Which team are you going to support? So tell below in the comment sections. And don't forget to subscribe to the channel to not lose more videos about Sportscars racing. We see you in the next videos.